Welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast show where you and Stratum just remix Casper Nyovest's Mama, I Made It to Mama, ek het het gemaak. Okay, private jokes. Anyway, calling all vegetarians, turn up your volume and get ready to taste a sensation created especially just for you. In fact, Graeme's standing by in the kitchen right now to cook up a recipe that's not only meat-free, but it's packed with protein. Are you intrigued? Well, I thought you might be. Graeme, what's cooking?
Now, I'm really excited to be in the kitchen and, believe it or not, to cook a vegetarian dish, which is quite surprising for myself. But we are really putting a spin on an old classic here. And I think far too often vegetarians, well, they deal with the more mundane, the boring recipes because they're forced to. Well, that is not the case anymore. We set Alice, our KOO chef, the challenge of creating something that is delicious and also quintessentially South African, and you've done too well. What are you making this morning?
Okay, hi there, Graeme. Today we're going to make a vegetarian bobotie.
Oh, nice.
There are a lot of recipes for vegetarian bobotie, and most of them use lentils. But today we're going to use a real double South African classic. We're going to take sampan beans and we're going to turn it into a traditional style bobotie.
I love that, and nutritious at that.
Absolutely. So what we've got is our sampan beans, and I must just tell you that sampan beans are the perfect vegetarian meal. When you're a vegetarian, you need amino acids, which are a special kind of protein, from two different types of vegetables, grains and pulses. And pulses is a big fancy name for beans.
For your legumes.
So sampan beans is the ideal vegetarian meal.
Now, looking at some of the flavours that are going to be going in there, that is equally as impressive. Talk me through what we need to make our dish.
Okay, so we've started by sweating our onions.
Okay.
Remember, to sweat onions just means to make them translucent. We don't want to burn them.
Okay.
We don't
want
any
them
of
to
that
caramelize too
burned
much.
flavour.
Cool.
No, absolutely not. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of garam masala.
Ooh, nice.
Have a smell.
I'm guessing you mixed them yourself, hey?
I
Or
did
your own
indeed, absolutely.
handpicked herbs.
So we're going to pop them in. Remember, we always need to fry our spices off, because if we don't, we get that horrible raw spice flavour.
I get coached on this so often that we kind of just want to do the quick fix, but take the time to combine the flavours properly. I like that.
She makes a lovely yellow spice. It's going to give us a beautiful colour.
You can use that as a clothes dye, incidentally.
You absolutely can.
That kind of yellow, yeah.
Absolutely. There we go. We're
Oh,
going to give it a good
smell those
stir up.
aromas coming off. That is unbelievable.
It is delicious. Then the next thing we're going to add is a little bit of garlic.
All right.
Okay. And again, we don't want to burn our garlic, because otherwise we're going to have a horrible bitter taste.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we've got some lemon rind.
Okay.
The citrus flavour is really what makes the bobotie so special. Okay, so now we've fried our spices up a bit. We're going to throw in our aubergines. Now, the aubergines are going to absorb some of the moisture, and they're going to make it really, really, really rich.
And they're nice and fleshy as well.
They are indeed.
It gives a nice texture to the bobotie.
They do. And aubergines are one of those funny things like courgettes or zucchini. They've got so many different names.
Like a mange too.
Absolutely. We're going to add a little bit of sampan beans.
Okay, so you mix the filling right in all together in the pot.
Indeed. And then some of our beautiful KOO red kidney beans.
I love that, just for a splash.
And how convenient are these? You don't even need to soak them, you don't need to boil them for hours, just open the can and pop them in.
And that's brilliant, because you do get a lot of natural protein as well in beans like this.
That's exactly right. Graeme, would you like to add the chutney?
You're lucky there's any of this chutney left. I am a big fan.
Oh, you're a big fan of chutney. There we
just
lovely traditional flavours there.
Oh, man, and it's looking like bobotie. The colours, the
smells.
spices.
There we go. Right, okay, we're just going to colour the sampan beans a bit. And then we're going to add some lemon juice.
All right, and there's our glass. Can I pop that in for you?
Please.
There we go.
Fabulous.
The zing, that little bit of a lemon or that acidity is actually quite important for a dish like this.
It is indeed, and it balances out the sweetness in the chutney, Graeme.
Okay.
Okay, and then, as we know, it's very important to season. So I want you to have a quick taste, and then we can decide how much seasoning to put in.
All right. I would say like 2 strong pinches of salt.
2 strong pinches. Okay, there's 1.
Because it is,
2.
it's amazing. You've got the acidity, you've got the sweetness as well. Bunching up, needs a bit of a...
Oh, and here, fresh ground pepper.
savoury punch.
Oh, beautiful.
That's already tasting delicious.
Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put it in our pre-oiled pot over there. Okay, and then I need you to dive in and give me a bit of a hand.
All right.
And I'll do the pouring.
I'm doing this mainly because I've normally get half of the ingredients all over the table, so...
Well, all over the table is better than all over you.
Which has happened as well. Very good.
There we go. Okay, and then we're going to squish it down.
That smells amazing.
We've got some milk in the jug
Can
and
I
some
add a little drop there?
We can indeed. So what we're doing here is we're making a bit of a custard. And the bland flavours in the egg custard are going to contrast beautifully with the nice spicy mixture. And it's also going to hold the moisture in. Okay, there we
Pretty
go.
good. We're not going to
Ready to pop it on?
Overdo it, yeah.
Looks beautiful.
Right there. And then I
Okay.
just pour kind of liberally all over.
There we go. Look at you. You're an expert.
Okay, well, we have spent some time in the kitchen.
No,
but,
we have, and you have learned something. I'm always very impressed. And last but not least, we're going to garnish it with bay leaves. Now, when I make it at home, I like to add a bit of lemon juice, or rather a few lemon leaves as well as the bay leaves, and
very
that
cool.
carries the whole lemon thing right through.
Well, I know we have been quite busy here in the kitchen. We don't mean to ignore you. If you want to see how we got to this point, let's go through a bit of a step-by-step.
Sauté onions until soft. Add garlic, then curry powder, turmeric powder, aubergine, lemon juice, lemon zest, chutney and seasoning. Add in the sump and beans. Pour into a dish. Whisk eggs and milk together, then pour over the sump and bean mixture. Garnish with bay leaves, then bake for 40 minutes. For the full recipe, visit the Espresso Morning Show Facebook page or log on to expressoshow.com. You can also SMS the keyword KOO to 33728 to receive the shopping list on your phone. Just click on the link provided to view the recipe. SMS cost R1.50, no free SMSs, and T's and C's apply.
So if you'd like us to recreate one of your favorite KOO recipes, all you have to do is send that recipe to food@Expresso Show. That's food@Expresso Show. In fact, tell us any of your culinary adventures using your KOO products, and we could be following in your footsteps. You'll get Alice to recreate the magic. But I think this is a masterpiece, one of the best.
Lovely and smells divine.
Only the best cooks serve KOO because they know it's carefully grown and made with meticulous attention. So when you serve KOO, you can trust you're serving only the best.